What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Slushbox. We have a crazy news story for you guys today. Your brand new F150, if it was bought in Arizona or literally bought anywhere, it could be stolen. We have a news article coming from The Drive, but it's also being reported from multiple news outlets. $1 million worth of new Ford F150s stolen and sold to innocent buyers.
Was that like 7 F150s?
Shit, it must be. No, it's like 14, I think. But yeah, this is so crazy because the people that are stealing these trucks from Detroit are bringing them to Arizona, and they're using blank vehicle titles that were stolen in Georgia back in 2007.
Oh, so they've been planning it for a while, huh?
They must have been planning this thing for a while because it is now 2023, and 2007 was, what, 15 years ago?
I can't do math.
Shit, I was in like 8th grade or 7th grade, I think. But let me read some of this news article so you guys can actually have an understanding of what's going on and why people are so mad at Ford. You wouldn't think that Ford would be the target of this. Allegedly, Ford has been a little bit negligent in their holding lots in Detroit. So like I said, this news article is coming from The Drive and is from Nico, and this was posted yesterday. Customers, car dealerships, and title companies in Arizona are all fighting a similar fight after 14 F-150s were stolen from holding lots in Detroit and sold with fraudulent paperwork. Ford was slow to report the trucks as stolen, which is allegedly what allowed thieves to legally get them into circulation, and it's hurting everyone involved in the buying process.
So they're all teaming up on Ford?
So
like the buyer, the dealership, and the title company?
So if I had bought a stolen truck from a dealership, I personally probably wouldn't go after Ford.
Yeah, you go after the dealership.
I would go after the dealership. Police reports suggest that the 2023 F-150s, which were kept in various holding lots throughout Metro Detroit, were left unlocked with their keys inside and without any surveillance cameras. The trucks were then driven to Arizona, where they were legally titled and registered. Thanks to a stack of blank motor vehicle titles stolen in Georgia in 2007, thieves used the blank titles to create perfectly legal-looking paperwork for the stolen trucks and had them titled at different title companies and then sold them to dealerships.
See, with Ford leaving the keys in them, like obviously, like during COVID when they had the chip shortage, they had fields full of these trucks.
New at 5:30 tonight, a global shortage of computer chips is affecting many automakers, meaning buyers shopping for pickups, SUVs right now, finding it more difficult to find the vehicles they want.
Yeah, all they needed was one microchip or something for.
Yeah, but they would leave the keys in them because obviously, they can just hop in and move if they needed to, so it was easy. So their biggest plan, like I saw, was they just plan on keeping people out. So now a lot of people think, oh, why are you leaving the keys in the trucks? Like that's kind of dumb. But
yeah, you would think
these
they would
were
have
all gated facilities.
You would think they would have the keys and then a tag on it that linked it to that vehicle, and then they would have the keys off-site in a locked box.
Yeah,
because if they're just sitting there for months and months, why would they just leave the keys in there?
Yeah, because one of my first jobs was actually working at a dealership, and we only had probably like 20, 25 vehicles in the lot at a time, but we used to leave the keys literally in the door. So if we just wanted if someone wanted to look inside, they just unlock it.
On the lot, you would
on the lock, yeah, or on the actual lock on the door.
No, on the lot.
On the lot though, but so we had a small number.
Would
of
you
cars.
go after the day?
You would
go
see
them?
we would put them out every morning, and then in the afternoon pick them up.
That is crazy.
But that way, if someone wanted to test drive them, we wouldn't be like, all right, I'll be right back. Let me go find the key real quick. It would just already be in the door for us. Be like, all right, here, let me get a copy of your driver's license, take off.
Yeah,
that was a different time though. It's not like that anymore, I'm sure.
How long ago was that?
Shoot, that was probably almost 8 years ago at this point.
Damn. But one of these dealerships in Arizona was raided by police. The police were looking for stolen vehicles at that dealership, and according to the lady that ran the dealership, she went ahead and paid $65,000 for each one of the trucks that she bought that ended up coming back as stolen. The police went ahead and actually seized all of those trucks, so she's out $300,000. So what is that, 5 trucks pretty much? What I think is crazy is that if dealerships are buying these trucks that were stolen, why is it taking Ford this long to report these trucks as stolen?
So
if I can understand that if they have a lot of 1,000 trucks and $1 million worth of the trucks are stolen, which is only 14. 14 out of 1,000 trucks on one lot. I mean, I guess it's going to be multiple lots. that they were stolen from?
Yeah, because I think there was like 3 main lots, and it was like Flint, Detroit, and like Lansing or something like that. There was like 3 big lots where they're holding these trucks. So I could see, I mean, if you're missing a truck, if you have a field full of thousands of trucks, like it's not that hard to realize, like, okay, they might not miss it. What people are gonna be pissed about is like, why weren't they keeping inventory, like, you know, once a week, every 2 weeks, like going through, making sure everything was there? Because apparently they were going like a while, like, and not even reporting some of them apparently.
Yeah. So did these lots not have gates? Because the people that were stealing these trucks had to get in the gates. So if they rammed the gates and broke them,
that would be
Ford would know that something happened. So
that's why I think it's an inside job.
You think it's an inside job?
Yeah, because I mean, if you go steal a truck, obviously you're gonna have to hop the gate to get in there, or have somebody that has a key lets you in. Because the second thing is, like you're saying, if you hop in the truck, the gate's not gonna be open.
Yeah.
Because you had to hop over a fence to get to it. You're gonna have to ram through that gate or fence to get out. Then they should be able to see that like, half your fence is missing.
This whole thing is just so mind-boggling, because in some cases trucks have changed hands 3 or 4 times before they even realize that that truck was stolen. And you know, at that point, are you still gonna sue the dealership for selling the first person that truck, or are you gonna go ahead and sue the person that sold you that truck? I mean, changed 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long chain.
If those 3 people didn't know it was stolen, like, who are you gonna sue?
Yeah, I think with it only being like $1 million worth of F150s, I mean, what is that to Ford? $1 million, like.
Yeah, so
that's
Ford's
like $100 of them probably. Like, just go ahead and pay everybody out, apologize, come up with a newsletter, and say, you know, we'll get better security at our lots. Like, this won't happen again. Like, just to avoid all this negative publicity, just pay it out and just move on from it.
People are, like I said, people are alleging that, you know, Ford is negligent. Ford's gross profit for 2023 was $23.66 billion. So like you said, what is $1 million to them? To us, if we had $100 in our bank account, it's like a third of a penny.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's $1 million worth of what the trucks sell for. So
exactly,
really, it's probably what, $200,000-$300,000 of, you know, truck value to Ford.
If a truck like that is going for 70 to 75, Ford probably has, let's say, $55,000 in it, and you know the dealership's trying to make, you know, $10,000 profit or whatever. So like you said, 14 trucks at $50,000 each. That's like $700,000 to them. So to wrap up this news article, it is unclear how thieves were able to drive these trucks nearly 2,000 miles and get them titled and sell them before they were reported stolen. While Freep reports that the trucks were left unsecure and unattended, Ford claims otherwise.
Well, clearly they were.
Yeah. Something at the Ford
something
holding
fishy's
lots.
going on.
So now that we went over the article, we kind of have a gist of what's going on with this whole situation. Is Ford liable for these stolen trucks being sold to innocent people? These trucks being sold to dealerships? Is the title company and the people that stole the trucks liable? A lot of people are saying that, you know, Ford has been negligent with keeping their lots not secure with the keys in and not reporting the VINs of the trucks that have been stolen. So Hunter, what is your whole take on this whole situation?
I think it's a little bit of negligence and a little bit of an inside job. I think
you're stuck on the inside job.
Oh, I'm a big conspiracy guy.
But I can see that it not being an inside job because, like we said earlier, these truck lots have thousands of trucks sitting in them that could not move, that might not have been moved for months on end. So if you have 3 lots with, say, 1,000 trucks in each lot, and over a period of time, 14 of those trucks go missing, I mean, I can see that them not catching it, but it's also their fault for not taking inventory and reporting these trucks stolen.
So that's why I think it's an inside job. Because Ford might be telling these lots, like, hey, keep track of what you guys have on hand. I think someone working there is saying, man, like, just talking to our buddies, you know, after work, man, I can't believe they leave these keys in these trucks. Like, you know, they're there for the taking. And, of course, one buddy's like, oh, man, you know, why don't we take one?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, no property was like damaged to get in or out of the lots that we've seen so far in these articles. It might be different from what we've seen.
There might be some breaking news after this video. This video is being recorded on June 12th. So if you see some news after, you know, June 12th, we could have not reported on it yet. So this is just the facts that we have
we know right now.
Yeah.
And so if there's no damage going in or out, it has to be somebody inside.
Yeah, exactly.
And then not reporting, I mean, like you said, you'll give them the benefit, what is the word? Give them the
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, benefit of the doubt that, you know, hey, there's so many trucks, they just kind of slipped through. We didn't do our inventory this week. I was feeling sick, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is, it's not like a week went by or 2 weeks went by or 3 weeks. This is like over a year on some of these. Some of them haven't even been reported.
Yeah, I think once this story broke, even, you know, this car dealership got raided right before Christmas in 2022. So I think Ford had to have, you know, gone back, looked at inventory. So it could be 14, it could be more. But I think since that, you know, raid where they found 4 or 5 trucks of that dealership that were stolen, I think Ford would have to have took an inventory. Yeah. So it could only be 14 trucks that got stolen.
And Ford's been really quiet on this whole situation so far, so they might be doing like their own internal investigation to figure out what's going on.
So they haven't released a statement yet.
I don't think so. As of what we've seen so far, I don't think so. And that's why I think at the end of the day, man, what's $1 million to you? Like just pay it out. Just like, yeah, I feel bad for these people that bought these trucks legally with titles and everything, unknowing that they were stolen from Georgia in 2007.
Yeah.
I mean, who would know that? Especially
if
you're like a little mom and pop dealership. I mean, you're constantly buying trucks and selling trucks. I mean, if you're getting a legitimate title from a title company, you just automatically assume everything checks out.
Everything's legit. Yeah, you wouldn't think going to a car dealership, buying a brand new truck, and it's stolen.
And the next thing you know, you got cops at your front door wanting the keys to it, and now you're out. What was it, $300,000 for that? I mean, that could literally bury that company just because of one little mistake.
One thing we didn't add was they have found 14 trucks that were stolen and sold to other people. That's not counting the amount of trucks, if there was more trucks that got stolen in Detroit and taken to chop shops, chopped up, and those parts got sold on eBay, the black market, whatever you have it. So there could be more trucks that got stolen, but they could be just chopped up into pieces by now. And I mean, you could have even bought, you know, a stolen part on eBay that
if
was
anybody's
stolen
got to hook up on some King Ranch interiors,
shoot. But if you guys want to learn more about this story, we will have a couple videos and news articles linked down below. If you guys want to go check it out, leave your comments down below what you guys think about this whole situation. Who do you think is liable? Is the dealership liable? Is Ford liable? Or are people that bought these trucks just shit out of luck?
Not doing enough due diligence, I guess.
Dude, I would be so pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for those people.
But thank you guys for watching. This is Slushbox, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. Peace.